Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be talking about something really cool, and I'm very excited about it. We're also going to be doing a little bit of testing, but yeah, we'll get to that. So what you see in front of you are 4 boxes of 60s dated, specifically 61 and 62, dated Bulgarian surplus, or it was made for export, I believe, because that's why it's in English, 8mm, so 7.92 by 57mm. This is the model 47, so it's going to be approximately a 180 gram projectile with roughly 2.8 grams is about 43 to 44. There are different charge weights, which is interesting, different factories and stuff. We'll get into that, but it's roughly 43 to 44 grains of whatever powder's in there. We're also going to take down one of these and see what kind of powder. Well, we'll take one of each to see what the powder difference is, if there is any, and we'll see what the bullet looks like and all that stuff. And then we'll go out and actually do some test firing on this, because I'm very curious to see how this performs. Some people said that they bought this stuff in the past and that it was, terrible, and they had a lot of hangfires and duds. And then some people in the recent batch have been saying, no, I took it out and out of like 50 rounds, I had a couple hangfires, but they all went bang and it was accurate and stuff. But that's pretty typical with older surplus, especially Berdan Prime stuff. It was made to last a long time, and if it wasn't stored perfectly, you might have some problems with the hangfire or a failure to fire. That's very common even on the 50s Yugo stuff years ago. That was super common with hard primers. And so to me, that's not a big deal for plinking. I haven't shot a lot of 8mm on camera lately because the surplus was dried up almost completely. And if you could find it, it was super expensive. You might as well just buy commercial at that point. But now I'll actually be able to make some videos shooting some 8mm stuff that I don't think you guys have actually seen me fire on camera. So that'll be really cool. Anyway, this is going to be about the ammunition today, because this is my first reaction stuff, and we'll just kind of go through. I'll show you what these look like, because there are 2 variations that I noticed right away, and you'll notice them too. So we'll go to the 1961 dated stuff, right? It comes in this nice cardboard box. You can see that this box is a little bit darker than that box. And I suppose we should actually start with the labels first. So you see that there are clearly 2 different stamps. This one's got the 6-pointed star, that one's got the triangle. Both are factory 10, which indicates Bulgarian manufacturer. So that's what that means, and we'll look at the head stamp and all that stuff. So it's model 47. You can see all that's, I don't know what the next line means, the NCTP 0.1 times 0.4, something like that. Maybe that's the bullet weight or something, and then you've got the actual date of manufacture right there, 3 of 61 and then 4 of 62. And the powder charge, which is approximately, like I said, 43 to 44 grains of whatever powder. So here, we'll start with the 1961 dated stuff with the 6-pointed star head stamp with the circle, or not circle 10, but factory 10. So it's very clean, first of all. That's what I've noticed about this stuff so far. And we got a brass case, really well annealed, it looks like. And the projectile looks cool, and it basically looks like Yugoslavian surplus or commercial ammo right now. Okay, so you can see this if it'll stay focused for more than a second. You got the 10 factory mark on top. You got the 6-pointed star at 1961 is the date. It is a crimped primer. You can see there's 3 crimps, and it's a pretty standard looking sealed primer, which is pretty cool. So there's that. And now we'll take a look at the 1962 dated stuff. These 2 are the same, by the way, so I already took a peek. So this is a little bit different. You'll notice that this looks like copper washed brass, right? So this is just regular brass, and this is copper washed. Now they both chambered. I both put them in a couple of my rifles. They all chambered just fine. I don't mind copper washed ammo. It is what it is. Now I don't know if this is actually a steel case on this one or a just copper washed brass case. Either way, doesn't really matter to me. They're both going to be pretty easily cycling, in my opinion. So we'll take a look at the head stamp on the copper wash one now. Okay, so you can see it's got the 10, the triangle, and 62. Same thing, we got the 3 crimps right there on the primer, sealed. So yeah, that's the head stamp on this guy. All right, now we get to see what's inside. So first of all, we're going to start with the 1961 data with a charge weight of 2.88 grams, which is the more of the 44 grain conversion. Yeah, I'm not even going to use a bullet puller because I can't find it. I'm just going to pull the bullet out. It's worth the 25 cents to see what's inside. And take a look at the projectile. Mar the shit out of the projectile. Oh well. All right. So there's the projectile. Got 8mm big. It doesn't feel as heavy as a 196 grain though, so it's 180. Maybe I should go get I don't have my little scale, but anyway, here's what the powder looks like. Try to get this to focus. in the case right here. Well, no, you can't see that. Okay. So we're just going to pour the powder out, a little bit of it. So yeah, this looks and resembles like something like IMR 4895. And I'll put it in my hand and you can get an up-close shot. So it's just a pellet style powder, which is pretty cool because I know the Turkish stuff is flake and that stuff burns really fast and really hot. So yeah, it looks like IMR 4895 or some other standard military style powders. And then the projectile, we'll get it nice and close up here. It looks like a 198 grain or 196 grain, but apparently this is steel core, so it's going to be a little bit lighter. So apparently it's only 180 grain, but it is the same size as a 198 or 196 grain. So that's really interesting. All right, we'll pull out the other one and see if that's the same. All right. This is all I'm doing. I'm just wiggling it. And that one is a lot harder to wiggle. So I'm going to guess this is a steel case. Yeah, I can't even get this thing to move. So, yeah, we'll guess this is copper wash steel because I can't even... Brass is a lot softer than steel, of course. And I was able to kind of just do the bendy thing and get it out. Again, I don't have my bullet puller. I don't know where the hell it went. So, yeah, but that is... it's probably copper wash steel. I'm guessing it's going to be roughly the same powder since it's, you know, probably made in the same factory even. Well, it is made in the same factory, Factory 10. I don't know why there's the 6-point star and the 3-point star. I don't understand that, but if you know what that means, the difference. There's not a lot out there on as far as information on this. But anyway, okay, well, we've seen what's inside of this. Now let's go see how it works at the range. One quick little thing that I noticed before we get out to the range is usually on a Berdan primed case, you're going to have 2 flash holes. This one only has a single flash hole. If you can see that, it's offset, which is unfortunate because, man, I could reload this probably if it wasn't. But yeah, that's very interesting to me. It's only got 1 flash hole. That could account for some of the Hangfires and stuff. I don't know if it's just this one. I'll take a look at the other pieces of brass once we fire them and see. But there's clearly only 1 flash hole. I got a flashlight in there. You can see that. I'm not seeing things. There's nothing plugging up the other one. So that's very interesting. All right, we'll head out there. Okay, so we're now out at the range, and I've got, I'm going to kind of do this organized. I'm going to start with the first box of 15, which is going to be our March of 1961, the brass case one. This is the one that I pulled down previously in the video, so I only have 4 on the one clip. Now for this, I'm just going to be shooting at 50 yards with the Persian model 98-29 Mauser rifle. Awesome rifle. And we're not really going to get going for accuracy, just more of the reliability of the ammunition itself. So I'm going to shoot 14 rounds of this first one and then 15 rounds of the subsequent boxes. They're all from different batches, different lots, different years. And we'll see how many Hangfires we have and all that stuff, and then we'll conclude the video. This is going to take a while, but it's going to be worth it for if you're considering purchasing some of this, either on the primary or secondary market someday. So here we go. So it's got some pretty stout recoil, like a 198 or 196 grain, but again, I believe it's only 180 grains. I should measure that. So no hangfire on that one. That one was direct. No deforming of the brass. It's good annealed brass, no cracking. So far, so good, but that's only the first shot. Okay, so that was a slight... That was like a bang, like immediately. You could feel it. Not enough to make me flinch though. So that's not terrible. If that's the worst that comes out of this ammo batch, we're in business. Perfect. Perfect. All right, out of the first 4, there was one minor click bang, not even a click bang. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you ever shot surplus ammo, a lot of the times the primers don't have enough spark or the powder gets coagulated or something, and you'll pull the trigger and it'll go, you'll hear the striker and you'll feel it hit the primer, it'll go, boom, and then go off. So you got that split second where you're used to the round going off immediately. It takes a little bit longer for it to cook off with a hangfire. Again, this is the brass case stuff too. So yeah, the recoil is very stout though. Perfect.
That was a Hangfire. That was a click boom. That one actually made me flinch a little bit because I was expecting it to recoil and it didn't. Okay, that's the first Hangfire. Again, really common on surplus ammunition, especially that's stuff that's this old. So that's the first minor one. Again, no case deformation. Cases actually look really good, so very interesting. I'm gonna try to throw it in a bag up here. Perfect. Huh. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I don't know the count. I'm not trying to keep track. I might go back and review this and maybe put it in there. You can see for yourselves. So far, out of 9 rounds in the first box, I've had 1 actual Hangfire. Not terrible. I've had 1 absolutely barely noticeable Hangfire. The rest have all been right on. So we'll do the final 5 out of this box, and then we'll actually go up and I'll just continue to burn. Or no, we'll go up and see the accuracy, because that is actually important. Yep, noticeable click bang on that one. So that's Hangfire number 2. Fuck that thing. Okay. Click bang, Hangfire number 3. They're not bad, but they're enough to make me kind of eh. But now I'm going to start expecting a Hangfire. Perfect. Hangfire number 4. Again, I don't know if the video is going to be picking the sound up, but for me, the price is worth it if that's the worst that it's going to get. It's not a boom, which is really scary to deal with, or a failure to fire in general. Because Devin K has actually had rounds cook off when he was extracting it after like 30 seconds. It was just enough and it blew up by his head. Luckily he wasn't hurt, but it happens. Okay, that was rough. But okay, so out of the first box I lost track of the Hangfires, so we're looking at about a 30%, 33%-ish rate of Hangfires. All right. Yeah, we'll just keep this rolling. So this is from the box that was made in April of 1961. Again, brass cased. I do have 15 rounds of this time, so. Good old Romanian clips. Gotta throw some oil on them. Solution is right in front of me. Okay, here we go. I didn't want to go up and show you the accuracy because it's not accurate because I'm flinching terribly and I'm shooting low left. It's consistently grouping, so I'm sure if it wasn't making me flinch, it'd be okay as far as the ammunition's quality and accuracy is concerned. Noticeable Hangfire. Perfect. That was terrible. I definitely flinched on that one. That was a bad one. Another bad one. Failure to fire, number 1. All right, I'm going to take it out of battery and restrike it. It didn't sound like it actually hit a primer. But just to be sure, you always want to be safe. You don't want to mess around. Well, I guess it helps if you have a round in the chamber. Oof! Scratch that. That was my fuck up. It was not a failure to fire. I don't know. As you can tell, I'm kind of paranoid about this now. It's really nerve-wracking to shoot Hangfire-ridden ammo. Perfect. Hangfire. just a slight hang fire. That one wasn't bad. It was kind of like the second shot. Fine. Bad. We're just going to keep rolling. So we can have somebody who's really good at keeping track of numbers, analyze how many things, and go ahead and analyze how many good shots, slight hang fires, and bad hang fires I mentioned in all of these, and throw it up in the comments. I'll pin your comment. So I'm just making you do the work that I don't want to do. Perfect. That was fine. Hang fire. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna let this baby cool down for a little bit. I don't wanna get her too hot and work her too hard. And yeah, then we'll load up, we'll start the steel case stuff now. So, just really quick, so far it's okay. It's definitely worth the price they're asking, especially in today's market, I think, so far. But we'll get to the steel case stuff. Alrighty. We're gonna be doing the copper wash steel case stuff now. Now, I don't know why the bolt was just a tad bit sticky on those last rounds. I don't know if it's the bolt itself needing some lube, probably. But just wanted to mention that. So if this is any different, maybe the brass case expands a little bit more, who knows. But we'll see if this performs any different. I should note this is from April of 1962, and it's also got a slightly less potent charge, it looks like, or a different kind of powder maybe. 2.83 grams, which is about 43 grains, versus the 2.88 grams, which is about 44 point something grains of powder. So we'll see if this has as much snap as the last one does either, or two. Here we go. That's a great fucking way to start. So, horrible hang fire. Cycle's a lot better. Perfect. Now this is cycling a lot better than the brass case stuff. That's weird. Bad hang fire. Not as much snap as the brass case stuff, so that powder charge difference does actually come through. Perfect. I mean, that's not saying it doesn't have snap. It's still a fucking 8mm. It's got some beef. Perfect. I didn't mention, if I didn't mention, the last shot was perfect as well. Okay, so we had 1 or 2 bad hang fires out of 5. It's still pretty hot. Bad hang fire. Bad hang fire. At least I'm expecting it a lot more with this. Slight hang fire, not a terrible one. Bad hang fire. Bad hang fire. Christ. Yeah, this baby's getting a little roasty toasty, but it's okay, she can handle it, right? Right? Beautiful, beautiful bitch. Bad hang fire. Borderline slight to bad hang fire. Manageable. Bad hang fire. Bad hang fire. Now, oh, I got one left. Perfect. So, what I've noticed with this steel case stuff, yeah, it's got a little bit less power, which I don't mind when you're shooting this thing all day. With those bad hang fires, they were all, except for that one that was slightly less bad, they were all pretty consistent in their, I guess, delay, if you want to call it that. So that was a little bit more tolerable. So I might actually, let's see if I actually put a group on there, because I was aiming a little bit high and right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's okay grouping wise, but it's not really worth showing you the target. I'll show you at the end, like 2 seconds, but nothing really special to look at. I'm hitting left because I'm flinching so damn bad. I should note too that the brass case stuff, I checked the rest of the pieces of brass from both batches. They do only have a single flash hole, just like the one that I pulled apart. So it is consistent on there. I will check the steel case ones when we're done and see if those have a single flash hole as well. And then, yeah, I'll let you know. Okay, now we're on our last box from April 1962, different lot number. So we'll see if it performs the same. I did look there. There's only one flash hole, just like the brass case. It's offset. Again, with Berdan primers, usually you're going to have 2 holes, 2 little flash holes instead of the one big one in the center. This looks like there's only one of those offset holes. So I don't know what the point behind that is. Maybe that contributes to its reliability or lack thereof. But yeah, it's something I've never really seen on a Berdan cartridge before. Berdan primed cartridge, I should say. All right, last 15. Bad Hangfire. Still extracting a lot better than the brass. Perfect. Perfect. Well, not perfect, good. Bad Hangfire. Fast Hangfire, borderline bad, enough to make me flinch a little bit. So that seems to be pretty consistent with the stuff from the different lot in, that clip sucks, in April of 1962. Bad Hangfire. Really bad Hangfire. That was noticeable. I'm pretty sure that camera might have picked that one up. I'm kind of, again, I'm expecting them more, so I'm not flinching as bad, but that one was rough. Perfect. Perfect. Slight click bang, still not bad. All right, last 5. Thank God, I can barely see the sights. This thing heats up really quick. Hangfire. Bad Hangfire. Bad Hangfire. Oh, freaking net. This thing extracts them pretty damn far if you whip it. Yeah, again, I'll just show you about a 2-second clip of the actual target. Not really worth talking about. And then we'll wrap the video up. I'll kind of give you my thoughts and all that stuff. And yeah. Here's the target. So if the stuff wasn't being ridiculously inconsistent and making me flinch pretty bad, I'm sure it would actually not be a bad grouping round, or accuracy-wise. But again, don't consider this to be anything good. All right, there you go, guys. In conclusion, this is about what I expected from reading other people's experiences and the reviews. And I'm actually not that disappointed at all. In fact, I'm really not. This is exactly what I expected it to be. It actually performed a little bit better than my expectations, to be honest. We didn't have a single failure to fire, which would have knocked my confidence in this ammunition down significantly. And the hangfires we had, although I say bad hangfire, definitely experienced worse. I was just saying bad as in comparison to the ones that, were click bang versus click bang, which is an audible, thing you can hear, and there's a pretty significant pause. Overall, if you've ever shot surplus ammo, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those were not terrible hangfires, they were just annoying. They make you flinch a little bit, or they make me flinch. Once I started getting used to them in that copper wash steel case stuff, I actually was able to be a little bit more confident because it was a consistent delay. Anyway, if you're on the fence about this stuff, getting this ammo from Centerfire Systems, or I'm pretty sure that's the only place that has it at the time of me making this video. I could be wrong though, but that's where I got it. I bought a couple thousand of these rounds, and I'm really glad I did, because now I have plinking ammo to come out here and not have to worry about shooting up my better stuff, my more reliable surplus, like the Romanian from the 70s, or the 90s Yugo surplus, the M75 ammo, which is really probably in my opinion, the best surplus that's ever made. But anyway, I digress. So it's nice to have some plinking ammo that I can come out here and just kind of shoot new 8mm rifles with. And 8mm is not a caliber that's really easily found in surplus anymore. Even the Yugoslavian stuff has been drying up lately. And Turkish stuff, I'm not a fan of that. It really hurts your shoulder, and it's not really the best ammo I've ever experienced. So this is a great alternative. I'm really glad. So yeah, I mean, you be the judge, obviously. If you're a new surplus shooter and you haven't experienced Hangfires, this is a hell of a way to get introduced to it and how to handle them and how to deal with them. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm happy with it. I might pick up a few more rounds if they're still in stock after I make this video. So yeah, let me know what you think. Overall, hey, I've got some cheap plinking ammo for rifles that I can now make videos on. So yeah, anyway, if you found this video helpful, which I hope you did, please consider supporting the channel monetarily via Patreon, or you can become a channel member now after years of YouTube not letting me have that option for whatever reason. $5 a month or more on either platform gets you into my Discord server. Patreon starts at $1. I think the YouTube membership starts at $1.99. And yeah, the support really helps fund videos like this, where I'm able to buy a bunch of stuff that people are, maybe they're on the fence about it because they don't really know if they want to drop that much money, and I'm able to, you know, buy the stuff with YouTube crowdfunding, and it really makes it a lot easier for me to be able to do videos like this. It makes it possible. So that's kind of what we do. And we also do ballistic tests. I want to do some body armor ballistic tests soon, do helmets and stuff like that. And every shooting video costs money to get out here and all that stuff. You know the drill. I don't have to explain it to you. So yeah, all your support really does help. So the link to that is in the description, or you can hit the join button below the video. If you can't support the channel financially, I totally get that. It's totally fine. I just appreciate you watching, and make sure you hit that thumbs up, because apparently that matters in the algorithm at the time of me making this video, so that would be cool. Yeah, let me know what you think, and I appreciate you watching so much, guys. We'll see you on the next video.